I'm here with Anna O'Rear this afternoon on Valentine's Day, so I couldn't have a better Valentine's date than Anna. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent. Man, a heck of a year. Really proud to see you, in the state finals. No, it's not exactly how you wanted to end your season, but know that, man, 41 wins is amazing, and to just to make it to the state tournament now is really hard, let alone get to the finals. So really proud of you. How was the state tournament for you this year?
It was really fun. I kept saying over and over in my mind that I was so glad that we had the morning session 1A because I get kind of anxious really easily, and so I kind of just like to get my matches over and done. Um, but obviously my first three matches went by pretty quickly. That's usually how it goes for me, and then yeah, so I had a lot of fun with my teammates, and it was great.
Good. Yeah, great environment there. Really fun to wrestle there. Now let's go back, and it's not even that far that we're going back, but when did you start wrestling?
I started wrestling as a freshman. That was my first experience ever wrestling.
And why did you decide to go out for wrestling?
So I was actually gonna do speech through my school, but some things fell through with that, and my sister was doing wrestling. She was a junior at the time. She'd never done it before either, and so I contacted the coach and I said, "Hey, I speech didn't work out. Is it okay if I still join?" And he said, "Of course." So that's kind of what made me decide to join.
Nice. And what did you think about it when you first started? I mean, it's obviously something different that we're probably not really prepared for. I mean, obviously coming as a freshman, no idea. What was it like those first few practices?
Yeah, the first couple weeks were difficult, coming home after the first couple of days of practice, being super sore and, sometimes maybe questioning whether this is really something I want to pursue. But um, I actually talked to my parents about, like, I don't know if this is something that I want to do. Maybe I want to quit. And I'm just so glad that they didn't raise a quit or didn't let me quit because it's one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Do you know, can you think of maybe when it made a shift from something you're trying, like you were saying, man, you're not sure if this is for you, to something you really love?
I would say after our first ever wrestling tournament, just that environment, being with all those girls and just even win or lose, it was just fun to be with the girls and just experience that. That's kind of when I was like, yeah, this is fun.
Yeah. We have a mutual friend, Joey Boyens, and at Ekin Nutrition and does just some amazing things. When did you start doing nutrition with Ekin?
So beginning of my junior year, Joey came to talk to the boys and the girls wrestling teams about nutrition at West Delaware, and so we watched his presentation or whatever, and my dad, this things Joey was saying about wrestlers being tired, getting tired really easily during their matches. My dad noticed that that was like matching me perfectly, and so decided to look into it a little further. And so, yeah, that's when I started.
Yeah. So when you're on the plan, tracking everything, how does that all work? I've got some people we've talked about going on the Eakins plan, but not. So when you're getting close to weigh-ins, what are some of the things that they do for you?
So during the week, like before you start your cut, he has me eating just like normal amounts of food, certain fats, carbs, proteins. And once you get 1 to 2 days out from the meat or the duel, he cuts my food down like almost in half and my water in half. And so it seems like I'm not eating like a whole lot, but in reality, I'm probably eating a lot more than other people that are just doing like cutting wrong.
Yeah, I will tell you that
100%.
like like what I was doing, it was just like, well, we're just not going to eat or drink for a few days now.
Yeah.
So yeah, having that idea of just, he's explained it to me too, just having that cutting it in half and your body still gets rid of all that stuff. So that's pretty crazy. How have you felt on the mat your junior and senior year after doing nutrition plan versus not being on nutrition plans?
Yeah, I felt a lot better. Last year I stayed at 125 and my body fat was just way too low. So over the summer, Joey got my weight up more and that increased my body fat. So this year I felt even stronger than I did last year, and it's been really I've really noticed a difference in how much energy I have on the mat.
Yeah. So a lot of people see results, right? It happens all the time. Man, I want to be like Anna, but maybe they don't know everything that Anna does to get to that point. What are some of the things you do outside of your high school practices to get to the level that you're at now?
So yeah, I go to Mission Athletics in Mount Vernon. It used to be McDominate, but they switched it just a couple months ago, are creating the new Mission Athletics. And I try to go there as much as possible. Over when I wasn't wrestling in season, I would try to get there 3 times a week. In season, I still try to get there a couple times a week. So just consistently going to those practices, it's super important to get to the next level.
And how about your off-season lifting?
Yeah, so our school not requires, but strongly suggests that you do lifting a couple times a week off season. And I went into school and did that, and then I also have been doing some lifting on my own at home.
Very nice. And we had the opportunity to take a trip together last year. Went down to Florida. What's some of the highlights of that trip for you, as far as an athlete?
I thought it was really fun, not only being able to compete in a different state and seeing different girls from different areas, but just getting to meet new girls that I never really gotten to know super well before. It was just really fun getting to know new people.
Yeah. How about coaches? You had Danny last year. Danny's really fun. Did you learn anything? I know it's not a lot of individual instruction and stuff. We don't have a lot of time for that, but did you learn something from having Danny in your corner?
Yeah, he was really fun, positive, win or lose, just always uh, gave us a good little pep talk after our matches and on to the next one. So,
Very good. Plans for this off season? Are you gonna do any wrestling? Are you what's your thoughts?
yeah, I hope to do some freestyle. I've never really gotten the opportunity to do a lot of freestyle. I've actually never done a freestyle tournament because I'm always running track in the spring. And so this year, now that I'll be heading to college, I would like to get some freestyle under my belt.
Well, let's talk about sports then. You're in track. What other sports do you do?
Just track and wrestling. I did cross country my freshman year, but I decided that wasn't for me. So,
I did cross country, and if it wasn't my wrestling coach telling me I was doing cross country, I probably would have said the same thing. But so, what events do you do in track?
I mostly run 400s. Sometimes I'll run an 800 or 200, but my main event's 400s.
Main events 400. That is a long sprint. That is a
Yeah.
very, very long sprint. Man, I don't think I'd like the 400s. My legs wouldn't know how to keep up with yours though, because I have little short legs. As far as the season goes, like I said, 41 wins, got second in state. Um, were there some struggles this year, or was the year pretty good for you?
I had a pretty good year. I had a loss at the very beginning of the season, and then I didn't have another loss until Womack. So, um, I would say the season went really well. I didn't have to deal with any injuries this year, which was great. So, yeah, it was pretty smooth.
As far as just having a couple losses on the year, um, what do you learn from those losses?
I learn a lot. I learn not only about my other opponent and if I have to see them again, what I did wrong so I can know for the next time, but also just about myself and what I need to improve and just really toning in on those things that um, I need to improve on, whether it's on my feet, on the mat, or in the top position, just really focusing on those little things mostly.
You know, confidence is such an important part in wrestling and gaining confidence. And you have, like, and you haven't been wrestling very long, 4 years. What do you think you've done to gain confidence within this sport?
I think it's just a lot of mat time has definitely helped me gain confidence at, not only like out of season tournaments, but just a lot of practicing hours of club practice, high school practice, just having a lot of experience that way has really helped me with my confidence and not having to think about each move, just being able to muscle memory do it.
Nice. Yeah, that's so important. Um, a lot of times I'll talk about pre-match rituals and things like that. But is there something that you say to yourself prior to going out and wrestling?
Usually I just tell myself that I've trained for this, I've worked for this, and the rest is in God's hands. So, yeah, that's what I think.
Oh, so wrestling teaches us a lot of things, right? And stuff. What are some of the things that you think wrestling has taught you that are showing up outside of the wrestling mat?
I think wrestling has really helped me with my confidence in everything I do. It's helped me get out of my shell more, meeting new people, and also just the confidence I have, whether it's like in track or um, in other things that I do. It's the confidence thing, I just think is the number one thing that it's helped me with.
Very nice. Your team. How's the team and uh, could you just kind of describe the culture of the team that you have?
Yeah, my team's great. Right now it's a young team, a lot of newer wrestlers that are still developing. I had two other teammates that came with me to state this year, so that was really fun getting to go with them. Their first time experiencing it, so that was great. Um our bond in the wrestling room is we're just like a family of just a bunch of sisters. That's kind of what it feels like. And now that we've not been wrestling for like a week, I miss them so much already. So yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely different. It was nice to have that week off, but man, I'm ready to get back and start
Yeah.
getting some stuff done. On your team, who's your practice partner?
I usually practiced with Berkeley Lynch. She qualified for state this year. She's just a freshman, so she was usually my practice partner. Otherwise, I'd go with my coach Coyle. So,
Nice. Yeah, so yeah, important to have those practice partners. Wrestling, you know, it's an individual sport, but we can't do it without that team. Can't do it without that practice partner pushing you and the coaches helping you and Aiken helping your nutrition. It's all works all together. So if we get to know you just a little bit better, we've already known that you're a track person and stuff, but what's something that we wouldn't probably guess about you? Is there something that you like to do or something that is maybe a little bit, I don't know, something different that we wouldn't probably guess just from knowing Anna on the mat?
so I actually through the Florida trip started selling cheesecakes and kind of made a business out of it. So I really like making cheesecakes. And I raised money to go to the Florida trip by selling cheesecakes. And then after that, I just made them for people because they liked it a lot. So that's probably
Oh,
something
wow.
that, yeah.
That's awesome. What's your favorite cheesecake?
I like the blueberry crumble that I make.
Wow. What's your bit? We'll have to, I'm gonna have to get your information. I'll see. How far do you ship your cheesecakes away? Or is it just local?
I mean, I usually do local, but if I'm in the area, I have family a lot of different places. So if we're in the area, then we'll drop it
Nice,
off.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to get some advertising out there for Anna's Cheesecake. Would you have a business name yet?
Yeah, it's called Pure Joy Cheesecakes.
Pure Joyce Geek. I like it. That's awesome. Um, any other hobbies that you got? Any things that you like to pursue?
Um, I like um spending time with my two dogs. That is something that I can just do that. Obviously, it doesn't take a lot of energy or anything. Just hanging out with them is fun.
What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a black lab and an English setter.
Oh, so you get some big puppies. Like to play with the big
Yeah,
puppies. What's their
yeah.
names?
Daisy and Faith.
Daisy and Faith. They play well together too.
Yes.
Nice. So we've talked about food somewhat, but after weigh-ins, what are you having after weigh-ins to prepare yourself for matches?
I like to eat pineapple and then I'll eat some kind of like bread with honey is usually what I eat.
Between matches, what are you refueling with when you got maybe a short turnaround?
Um, Probably the quick carbs, which would be the the bread with honey and also the Ekin, they introduced me to the super carb drink. So
Yep.
that is definitely something.
What's your favorite super carb? Which one do you drink?
I actually drink the one that's not flavored and then I put this body armor pack in it.
Oh, gotcha. I've kind of
Yeah.
when you said pineapple, I'm kind of partial to the pineapple super carb myself. I don't know. I don't really need the carbs because I've got plenty to burn, but I like it. It's a pretty good drink. Um, we talked about cheesecakes. I'm an ice cream guy. Man, I could eat it all the time. Do you have that guilty pleasure food that you just, man, is it cheesecake because you're making them, or is there something else?
I don't eat a lot of my cheesecake that I make. I actually am more of like a savory person. So I like mac and cheese is probably one of the my favorite foods, yeah.
Do you put any crunchy topping on your mac and cheese, or is it? So I'm assuming
Usually I
it's
just
homemade.
yeah, it is homemade. Usually I just have regular mac and cheese.
All right, gotcha. Um, where's your like your favorite place to go out to eat?
Um I also really like chicken wings. Like the food and the move, but more the
Yep.
food. Um so maybe like Buffalo Wild Wings is pretty good.
Wild wings. Are you a dry saw? Are you dry like a dry rub, or are you more of a saucy kind of person?
Definitely saucy.
Definitely saucy. What's your favorite?
Yeah. Buffalo.
Buffalo. You like
Yep.
the heat?
Yeah.
Gotcha. As far as vacations, every time I take a vacation, it usually revolves around a wrestling meet, but I definitely have some places I want to go. Do you have a bucket list vacation place that you'd like to go to?
I would like to go to Colorado and climb some mountains. That would be fun, I think.
You are a mountain person, huh? I've found that some people are mountain people, some people are beach people. So actually, I think do you know April Hauser from Cedar
I've heard of
Falls?
her, yeah.
Her, yes, I think that's what she's doing now. I think she moved out to Colorado to hang out in the mountains.
Oh
That's
wow.
kind of crazy. Um, when the season's all over, the year's all over, are you planning on continuing your wrestling?
Yes, I hope to continue my wrestling. Yeah.
Awesome. And then when that's all done, do you have any thoughts about coaching or being an official?
I think being a coach would be really cool. I see the way that my coaches are with us, and I think to myself, man, it must be fun being a coach. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I
is.
think that would be something. Yeah.
And to get more female coaches in the corner, it would be great. Somebody that you can actually see yourself in instead of fat old guys with no hair and big bellies, right? Not necessarily what you want to be when you grow up. Uh, for the next group of girls coming through, what are you hoping that them watching Anna in the finals, them watching Anna wrestle all, this entire year or for your 4 years of wrestling, what do you hope that that next generation of girls is going to get from your story?
I just hope that they believe in themselves that that could be them. You know, when I was a freshman and I saw the people in the finals, I thought, wow, that is so cool. And so I just, anybody can do it. I hope that they believe that they can do it if they put in the work.
When you look back on this year and even past years, what do you think you're going to remember the most about wrestling in high school?
I'll probably just remember the bonds that I made with so many people, so many different kinds of people, um, that those I'll just cherish those memories forever that I was able to make.
Awesome. Um, I have to make these YouTube thumbnails for all the videos I do, and I'm really trying to do a better job at it. Can you think of a tagline that would maybe describe your wrestling career or your wrestling journey?
Um, hmm.
What's been some of the biggest struggles for you that you can think of, and maybe we can come up with something together? What's been a struggle in your career?
Probably a lot of the like anxiety. I struggle with that not only with wrestling, but with my other track and other things that is a really big struggle for me. So,
How have you overcome it? I mean, obviously you've done very well. So how do you overcome your anxiety? Maybe we can come find something through that.
um, I just try, I think a lot of what has helped me with my anxiety is just knowing that I'm prepared, knowing that I've done everything I could to get ready. And a lot of times my mom or my family members will send me Bible verses, and those will help me to just remember what um, really matters. So,
I think I got something. I'm not going to tell you. I think I got something. I just had to write myself a quick note, but I'll wait. I'll send it to you before I put it out and make sure you like it.
okay.
Um, I know you're in your senior year and you're probably getting tired of tests, but I have a one question test for you. The question is, it's a fill in the blank, all right? Wrestling has taught me to blank.
Wrestling has taught me to never think of myself as any less than any other person, and just being able to believe that if anybody else can do it, so can I.
Wow, I like that. That was a great answer. That really was. Um, for littles or those people that are on the fence, another a freshman coming in next year that is not sure if they should wrestle, what would you tell them?
I would just say give it a shot. You know, you got nothing to lose. It could end up, you could dislike it, but you're more likely to love it, and you'll never regret it if you do it. So,
Yeah, I've noticed that once people start give this sport a chance, it's like it's for the majority of people it is really fun and enjoyable. Um, I've been using this question because I want to know what the girls think about this. When I first started coaching girls, the term "you wrestle like a girl" would have been a put down. That is definitely not the case any longer. Man, it's something pretty special to wrestle like a girl. But what do you think it means to wrestle like a girl?
um, would say trust like a girl. Probably just, go out there and do what you do. You don't hold anything back. And, there's a lot of emotions. I think more emotions with girls wrestling than there maybe with guys, just because that's the way girls are. But um, just always go out there doing your best, leaving it all on the mat.
Yeah. There is a different emotion to the sport. And I think that's why I was kind of at a point in my coaching career when I started coaching girls that I didn't know if I wanted to do it anymore. But the different emotion and just how much love and just everything that the girls put into their sports is so different than boys. And it really changed me. So, for all the girls, thank you because it's really helped me. But and I really loved watching you wrestle this year. I didn't get to see a lot of matches, but I watched it. I watched you throughout the state tournament, and you just really it's been a great year, and it's fun to see. It's fun to see the girls that make those trips with us and get to see them perform well. Not always about it's not always about performance and being doing that, but it's the experience and just getting to know some different people. But no, I really appreciate you coming on today. The last thing I always do is like final thoughts. Is there anything you'd like to just say? And again, it doesn't have to be profound. Just whatever.
Um, I don't think I have anything.
Don't really got it. That's all right. I appreciate you coming and doing this, Anna. I look forward to seeing how the next journey in your wrestling career ends up, and definitely keep in touch because I'd love to stay in touch. Maybe do this halfway through your freshman year or something. So,
Yep.
all right. Well, thanks a lot. I'm gonna hit the
Yep.
stop button.